Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstudio.com and today we are going to do a hands-on review of the Gionee Elife E6 device. Here we have the device with us, as you can see, and the device comes in two colors. As you can see over here, it comes in the black variant and it comes in the white variant. So if you take a look over the black variant, you have a black bezel on the black variant, and when it comes to the white, you have a white bezel on the white variant. On the back side of these devices concerned, you have a matte finish back side on the black variant of this device, and you have a glossy finish back side on the white variant. So again, the back side is definitely different in terms of the feel as well, apart from the looks. Now if we talk about the camera, you have 13 megapixel camera on this device with LED flash. You have a secondary mic as well for noise cancellation, as you can see. At the bottom you have a primary mic. You have a micro USB port for data syncing and charging on these two devices, and you have the big loudspeaker vents as well. And this phone has a unibody design, so the display is sealed. The battery is non-removable, so you cannot remove the battery on this device, and it is pretty slim as well. If we take a look over the top side, you have the 3.5mm audio jack. Here you have the power and sleep key. On this side you have the volume rocker. At the bottom you have the micro SD port, speaker and the primary mic, and here you have the micro SIM card slot which will accept a micro SIM. On the front you have a 5 megapixel camera over here, which is a fixed focus camera. You have the earpiece over here on both of the devices. Here you can see the proximity sensor and the ambient light sensor, which are fairly visible on the white variant. And the bottom you have the touch capacitive button within the body of the phone, not within the display. Now as far as the specifications of this phone is concerned, this phone is really light in terms of the weight. It weighs around 128 gram in terms of the overall weight. If we talk about other things about the device, the thickness of the device is 6.18 millimeter, which is really thin. If you compare it with the iPhone 5 over here, which we have with us, so if you compare it with the iPhone 5, if I compare both of these devices, this phone is almost even less than the thickness of the iPhone 5, maybe by a minimal difference, and the thickness of the phone is really light. And in terms of the weight as well, I would say the Gionee E6, which has a big display, is actually feeling lighter as of now as far as the weight is concerned. I'm not sure about the exact weight of the iPhone 5. Now as far as the display resolution is concerned, the display resolution on this device is a full high definition display resolution, that is 1920 into 1080 resolution, and you get a pixel density of around 441 pixels per inch. And this is how the text looks like, which again is looking quite crisp and clear. Even if I take a closer look of the display on this device, the inbuilt memory of the device is going to be 32 GB. Version of Android running on Gionee Elife E6 is 4.2.1. And if we take a look over the settings, we have a very customized menu of the settings, as we have seen on Gionee E3 as well and E5. And let's take a look over the storage part over here. So if we take a look over storage, this device has an inbuilt storage of 32 GB, out of which you get around 1.67 GB for the applications, 24.94 GB fairly high storage which you on this device for storing pictures, videos and other data. The battery on the Gionee E6 is 2020 mAh, which is again quite good for a device like this, and the battery is non-removable, so you cannot remove the battery out of the device. The RAM on the device is 2 GB, whereas if we talk about the processor, you have MediaTek 6589 turbo chipset on this device, and the frequency at which the processor runs is 1.5 GHz quad-core processor which you have on this device, and it is an ARM Cortex A7 processor. As far as the pixel density is concerned, on this device you get around 441 pixels per inch with a full high definition display which you get on this device, and the screen size is 5 inch, as you can see. So you have 5 inch diagonal capacitive touchscreen display. Technology of the display is IPS LCD display on this device, and again as far as the viewing angles are concerned, viewing angles for this device, for this display, are pretty wide, as you can see, from the right or from the left or from the top and from the bottom. You might notice some kind of fading of colors, but the blackening of the display is not happening, which is good. Another good thing about the display of the Gionee Elife E6 is that it has got a one glass solution display. That means it has an OGF display in which the touchscreen digitizer and the display are bind together. So the overall touchscreen experience on this device is going to be pretty good as compared to the other devices which we have in the same price segment. This device is going to launch in India for a price of around 26,000 Indian rupees, and later on you will be able to get it for a lesser price as well, around 22 to 23k. And when it comes to the launch date, it is going to come to India in second week of August. Now if we take a look over the settings over here, we have a large number of settings. This device does have a LED notification light as well, which should be over here, I'm not sure. When it comes to some smart features, you also get some smart gestures on this device, including the smart dial, the smart answer, pause alarm, gesture answer, air browse feature, which you can actually browse the pictures by waving your hand over the proximity sensor. And you also have the option of watching a video with the gesture technology. It will support the gesture of your hand while you're watching the video, and it also has the smart pause control, as per which if you're watching a video like this and if you look away, the video will get paused. So as you can see here, we have the keyboard settings for this device. You have vibrate on key press. As far as the auto correction is concerned, you do have auto correction on this device, but it does not seem to be supporting the continuous typing input, which is not there on this device. When it comes to the brightness, it does have ambient light sensor, so you have support for automatic brightness as well on this device. As far as the other settings are concerned, when it comes to the wallpaper, you have support for static wallpapers, but I'm not sure whether the video wallpapers are supported on this device or not. So whenever we access the wallpaper options over here, we are redirected to this particular application, which allows you to set the wallpapers which you already might have on this device. Some high definition wallpapers are there which you can set this as wallpaper, and then you have support for fetching some wallpapers from online, and then you can set those wallpaper as well on this device. Now as you can see, this is how the phone dialer look like, and again when it comes to the phone dialer, it is also an intelligent matching dialer, as you can see over here. So just in case if you are typing some numbers, it will try to get the name associated with that number. And also when it comes to the keyboard, we do not see an option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. When it comes to the SIM card functionality, it supports single SIM only. Dual SIM is not supported on this device. As far as messaging application is concerned, messaging application seems to be pretty much optimized in terms of the overall interface. As you can see over here, you also have the option of typing with the 3:4 keyboard. You can also go to the QWERTY keyboard as well. And again, this device which we are using as of now is a Chinese model. It is not the Indian version, so you might see some Chinese over there, but still you will get the same device, the same kind of UI. As far as the messaging application is concerned, there might be some options which you will not see, which are again related to the Chinese languages. When it comes to the power saving, you also have some power saving options on this device. As you can see, the one which is called system power saving, which will allow you to save the battery whenever you run out of battery on this device, and again you can turn on this option. So here we have the RAM information for the device. So the device has 2 GB of RAM, and right now 0.94 GB is used, and you get around 1 GB approximately free RAM on this device, which is good. And as you can see over here, you have an option over here which is called lock screen push, which will allow you to fetch all the notifications directly on the lock screen. And when it comes to the lock screen as well, the device has a fairly different kind of lock screen which we haven't seen on any other Android devices till now. And you can actually unlock the device like this, and then you will be able to go to the home screen in case the home screen is open. If some other application was opened recently, then you will be taken to the application, and this is how you can unlock the device. As over-the-air updates are concerned, you also get the system update application on this device, which will allow you to update the Android version on this device without requiring you to connect it to a PC to upgrade the software. Now this is how the camera UI looks like. Again, it is a very simple camera UI which we are seeing over here on this device. The back camera on the device is a 13 megapixel camera with LED flash, whereas the front camera is a 5 megapixel fixed focus. And this is how the view looks like from the back camera. And let me just take a photo for you. So we are right now taking this photo in an indoor room with some artificial light, and let's check out how does the photo come out. And let me just show you this photo. So as you can see, the photo comes out to be pretty good in terms of the overall colors. Sorry for this reflection which is coming because of the light at the ceiling, but the photo comes out to be pretty good in terms of the overall colors as well as in terms of the clarity. It is quite crisp. Take a look over the photo options and the video options over here. We get to see all the options over here. You can always take a panorama shot as well on this device. As you can see, you have other shots also supported: eraser mode, best face mode, face beauty mode. When it comes to the settings, you also have the option of taking the photos by tapping over here. You can also touch the touch screen and then you will be able to take a snapshot. And then you have the option of controlling the white balance over here. You can also apply different color effects. As you can see here, you have the different phone booths which will allow you to take different kind of photos with the front camera again. And if we take a look over the settings over here, for the camera settings, it does support HDR mode as well. You have sound which you can enable and disable. When it comes to the video quality, you can record high definition video on this device, and let me just show you the same. So you can record high definition video at 1080p on this device as well as at 720p. You also have electronic image stabilization feature supported on this device, which you can turn on. When it comes to the front camera is a 5 megapixel camera, and again it is capable of doing a high definition video chat. And let me just show you the view from the front camera as well. So if you toggle to the front camera over here, this is how the view will look like from the front camera. And again, as you can see, the overall clarity which I can see from the video which is being broadcasted from the front camera is quite clear, as well as the colors are also looking pretty good. So some pictures we have just taken some of the macro shots and some of the other shots from this device using the back camera, and the pictures come out to be really good in terms of the overall light. If you are using the camera in natural light, you will get much better pictures. When it comes to taking photos in the macro mode, it does allow you to take the photos in the macro mode as well. Although there is no specific macro mode, in that case you have to actually move the device closer to the object and then you have to focus, and the photo comes out to be pretty good in terms of the overall clarity, in terms of the colors, as well as in terms of the details. So we have also taken some other photos as well, and the amount of details which I see in these photos is pretty amazing. So when it comes to the internet connectivity, we do not have the internet connectivity on this device. When it comes to the browser which we see on this device is this one. However, this is not the Indian version. You will get a different kind of a browser on the Indian version, which is going to come very soon. When it comes to the music player, this is the kind of music player which you have on this device, and the interface looks pretty good. You have the option of going across the music content in different ways with the artist, albums and songs, or the folder way as well, and the overall interface looks nice. Let me just demonstrate the gesture feature on this device. So you have to actually hold your hand over the device and it will detect your hand, and once it has detected, you can move your hand to the left or to the right and it will change the photos in the camera gallery. Again, it is not very precise as of now on this device because this is not the final device, but you will get used to this feature once you start using it, and it is quite easy to learn, but it takes like some time. Now, as far as the toggles are concerned, you get a large number of toggles on this device directly on the notification screen for all those things which you see on Android 4.2. Apart from that, you also get some additional launchers. You also have a guest mode supported on this device, and if you enable the guest mode, you can actually hand over this device to a kid and nothing will happen to the phone, because you can actually restrict what our application should run in the guest mode. As you can see over here, there is some amount of information which is already given for here, that it will hide the call logs, messages, album, notes, prevent editing of the desktop wallpaper, basically the home screen wallpaper, and it will also provide the password protection as well on this device. So again, this is a kind of a mode in which you would like to, if you are giving it to a stranger and you don't want the data to be read by them. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review and overview of the Gionee Elife E6. We would like to give a thumbs up to this device. We like this device as far as the initial expressions are concerned. This device has a really good processor inside, pretty fast. You have 2 GB of RAM. You get a very decent specification on the 5-inch display, which really looks really big as compared to the iPhone 5 which we have over here. So if you compare it with the iPhone 5, as you can see, the display on these two devices differ in terms of the size, and iPhone 5 feels really small as compared to the display which we have on this device. Even in terms of the size as well, these two devices are fairly same in terms of the thickness, as you can see, but in terms of the size, Elife E6 is much bigger than iPhone 5, as you can easily notice over here. As far as the weight of the device is concerned, even with this particular display size, the weight of the Elife E6 feels lighter. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the Gionee Elife E6 is concerned. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.